A story I want to share because I guess I'm part of the timing and the season and things going on around me like always. I'm going to talk about actually two couple of different things here, and all has to do with deer hunting. The year I turned old enough to start hunting with my dad, and I believe it was 13 years old is the age you start hunting, you can legally hunt. And it was a big deal, like, yay, Jason's going to finally get to go hunting with his dad. Dad's actually going to spend time with Jason. Jason and Dad are actually going to go do something. And that's what it was all about to me. It wasn't about hunting. I could care less about the hunting. I just wanted my dad to spend time with me. But my birthday's my birthday's tomorrow, and please, I don't want to nobody wish me a happy fucking birthday because it's nothing happy about it. I wish it would have never the day never existed. I wish the day I was born never happened. Just weeks before my birthday, just weeks before hunting season, I sat in my bedroom window and cried as I watched a guy carry all my dad's hunting stuff out to his truck, load it up, and bought it all. And that was the year my dad decided he was not hunting anymore and quit and sold all his stuff. Was it because he had to take his son with him? And it was I'm sure that had nothing to do with it. He was a wonderful dad. Don't think like that about people, right? So my dad sold all of his hunting stuff, and I watched it take place right in front of me just weeks before I was supposed to start going with my dad. Now, this is one thing I've never understood about people, and I still struggle with. My dad was such a coward that he could never shoot a deer. And I understand that because I have shot deer, and I still remember the first fish I ever cleaned, which my uncle and my grandpa taught me how to do it, not my dad. But I still remember sitting at the table, the cleaning table at my grandpa's cottage, which my dad was not allowed at. He was not even allowed to be there because my grandfather hated him, but now my dad stole his cottage and took it. And now my dad has it, a place he was not even allowed to be at. It wasn't easy. I still remember. I still clean fish and remember back to that day of it's not easy to take a life and consume it, but that is life. That is nature, and it's part of the separation between people and what reality is. And I've had to push myself so hard. I still push myself every time I do it. It's not something I enjoy doing whatsoever, but I also understand it's what it takes to eat. I have much more appreciation for what I eat because of it. I know that what I'm eating is healthy. It hasn't been in some factory with E. coli. I know it hasn't been through all the nasty processes of the manufacturing industry. I know what I have is safe and clean. I've raised my own animals strictly for food sources, and I know what I was eating was healthy. And it gave me great appreciation and understanding where my food comes from. I think anybody who eats should have to at least clean a fish once in their life and understand what that takes. So I understand the difficulties of it all, and I have those struggles myself. But at the same time, it's life, and it's what we have to do. I know you say, "Oh, I don't have to. I just go to the grocery store." But even that, you're honestly taking away from yourself the knowledge, the understanding of it all, the feeling of it all, of what it takes to eat, and the whole cycle of nature and life. Part of why we become so soft on things that actually are devastation to nature, because all we want to do is love, 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 and not think about the realities. Nobody lives in the world of reality anymore. It's the world of delusional ideology. So here, I want to share another story with you. I was right here on my property out back a couple years ago, and I was hunting, and I had right in front of me. Nice wide open view. Stop broadside. Okay, well, I'm back like usual. It just stops recording in the middle of recording. I mean, this is all I deal with every day. I hate these electronics. I don't know how anybody deals with it, how anybody has the mentality to even deal with this shit. Pay millionaires gazillions of fucking dollars for garbage. I'm honestly getting ready to stop doing my channel because I'm so sick of wasting hours of my life with it. Hours every day of nothing working. I just spent 3 days where I couldn't make a video because my camera just wouldn't work. Guess what? Today it just decides it wants to work again. Yay! Update. Uninstall, reinstall stuff. Spend hours chasing your tail for it to still not work for 3 days and then just decide to work again. I guess it was just tired and sleepy. These electronics, maybe they really have come to life and taken over our world. Makes me sick. But back to my story. This just, it ruins my videos because I get so upset with it. You sit here for 3 days trying to make videos and then constant, just non-stop. I have a whole folder of just nothing but computer blunders of just non-stop insanity. Like you see the pink strips underneath my videos. I get tired of it all of it. There's like no just peace of my mind in this world anymore. Nothing I can just do and enjoy. So I was sitting there watching this deer. He came up about 30 yards from my tree stand and wide open, clean shot, stopped right in front of me, broadside, perfect shot. And as I raised my gun to take aim, and he turned and looked over his shoulder. I kind of stopped for a minute, and mom and baby walk right up behind him. Now for me, this is the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life hunting, period. It's so hard to even find a buck, let alone a monster buck with a huge rack. I about peed myself. I was so excited. But then I saw mom and baby come up and stand right next to him. And I said, I can't shoot a family man. That's not the guy I am. I wait and find one who's out all by himself. And I couldn't shoot him. And I let him go. Guess what? Over the next 10 days, I saw him 5 more times. And guess what? Every day, I saw him. He came out in the field, looked around, gave a snort, and then mom and baby came out of the woods. I said, you know what? That's a family that deserves to live. That's a man who protects his family. That's a good deer right there. And I wouldn't shoot it. I didn't. I let it go every time. And I never did shoot it. Now, I'm sure one of these damn Indians around here shot it because they will slaughter everything. And I'm going to be making videos very soon about these Indians. It's absolutely disgusting. They slaughter everything in the land just like the wolves. And what's worse is they claim that they do it to feed their families and the community, but they don't. They go around selling the food to people on the streets, knocking on my door. They just tried selling me deer meat 3 days ago. Get the fuck off my property. Don't you ever come back. I'm like at war with everybody, I guess, because this is bullshit. What I've learned about the Indians has made me absolutely sick. So this one Indian right here shot 9 deer so far this year. Guess what? He's only ever found 2 because he only spends 2 minutes looking for them. And the one deer he actually found came back out to get his stuff and then went back in the woods, spent 2 minutes looking for it, couldn't find it again, and said, screw it, I'll wait for the next one to come by and shoot it. It's absolutely disgusting. These people are not at all what we were taught as, oh, they're down to earth and love the earth and they're all earth-friendly people. No, they're devastational, backstabbing. Oh my God, what I've learned is disgusting. It's disgusting. I had to cut ties because it makes me sick. And what's worse, to tell you the person that I am, I actually got invited into the community in acceptance to their special privileges they get above everybody else, but I don't feel right taking that. It's wrong. It makes me sick. And when I have to come to tell you what I have learned over the past 4 years about the Indians and the Indian community here is disgusting. It will make you throw up. I mean, literally, people, it's going to make your stomach turn. You are going to be sick to your stomach all the way around. It's not at all what we've been taught and told, and even the history now after doing research is not what we were taught and told. Once again, it was all a freaking lie. All of it. Everything in our history is a lie. And I'm sick of it. What I've seen here is just absolutely, and what has taken place here is absolutely disgusting. That's coming really soon. But I want to talk about the deer, and with it being deer season and the things that are going on, to sit here and just watch this guy shoot 9 fucking deer and just let him go. Too much work to go find them because they're such great trackers and hunters and care so much about the land and the animals. No, they don't. There is another Indian family here. Their target goal is to shoot 30 deer. 30 frickin' deer. I'm not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to do it, but they can because there are no rules for them and nobody cares. They do whatever they want. Here's one for you. Did you know in northern Michigan who's the biggest producer of meth? The Indians, because they don't already get enough. They're also one of the biggest, as a community goes, the biggest users of meth. I'm going to be talking a whole lot more about it. What I have learned is just absolutely horrid. Horrid. They are not the nature-loving, good people at all that we have been taught. I guess this video's been long enough, and I'll wrap it up with that, because there's a lot more to talk about. Obviously, I've got a lot to say, a lot of knowledge to share, and I am not happy at all. And the only way to make changes is to share this stuff, to learn about this stuff, and make the changes so that it's better for everybody. Isn't that what our world's supposed to be all about? Instead, it's just supposed to be better for everybody but the Americans. Aren't you sick of it? Because I am. Equality, fairness, racism. Don't you do it. But we use it all against you.